So Steve is currently in the process of getting banned by, eventually it'll be the entire Smash Ultimate community. It's gonna happen. Even in the wonderful city of St. Louis, Missouri that I am currently standing in, he's out of here, guys. He's banned. He's not allowed. And he got banned because he has a new tech that lets him get out of low percent combos and multi-hits. And in honor of Steve's ban, because I'm so very devastated by it, you can tell from my very stuffy nose that I've been crying all week, I'm going to show off a Diddy Kong tech that lets him do something vaguely in the ballpark of that. I don't know, I just fucking need to connect the dots somehow. Alright, we're going to do it. So I'm going to be calling this tech barrel counter hits. Now you might have seen something similar to this in a video that Helios made about Diddy Kong's barrels, where basically if there's like a laser or a projectile, you can charge barrels, wait for it to hit you, and then have the barrels run over to the other person and hit them, and basically that's a really great way to deal with projectiles. This is a very similar tech to that, but it's not quite the same because it's more for getting out of combos or counter hits for just physical attacks. It takes 8 frames for Diddy Kong's barrels to spawn during his up B. If Diddy Kong gets hit out of charging barrels, he'll go in a hit stun, and the barrels will go flying outwards. In past games, he wasn't able to control them, so they would basically just go in any random direction, and in this game, a lot of people still think they go in random directions, but Diddy Kong actually can control them. If you try to move barrels to the left initially, it'll just go in random directions just like it did in other games. However, if you move the barrels counterclockwise, then you can actually control them. So you are able to get them to immediately turn to the right and hit the ground right next to you, or you can get them to rotate and fly around and go all the way to the left. However, controlling barrels is pretty hard, so getting them to go to the left is much harder, it takes more time, and it's harder to actually get them to explode once they're over there. So generally, barrels are better if your opponent is to the right of you on the stage. Even with multi-hits, the second you let go of charging, you'll be hit out of barrels and they'll go flying, and you can do the exact same thing that you would be doing with just a normal attack. Now you're probably looking at this and going, man, why would I ever want to use this? I have to take percentage just to use up B, when I could just use up B anyway, and still get that 17% from that big explosion at the end. And in a lot of situations, counter hitting isn't going to be the best option. It's usually better just to hit him with a banana, hit him with the initial 10% hitbox of up B, and then end it with a 17%, and do like 30% in one damage. Really great combo, really easy. Well, the issue with using barrels normally is that Diddy Kong also takes a 5% recoil whenever that big 17% explosion hits the stage. However, if your opponent is using multi-hits or other low-damage attacks, you can use counter-hitting and still get that big 17% damage without taking the 5% recoil. Another reason to use barrel counting is that once you hit the stage, you get put in freefall, and usually you'll just land right back on stage in like less than a second. However, if you're at the ledge, you can be sent off the ledge and just SD. With this, you don't have to worry about that. You're going to be in the middle of the stage. And even if you land on stage, normal barrels put Diddy Kong in a lot of end lag. You're still in a better position than your opponent is, but with counter hitting, you're able to get in an even better position. You're able to follow up the combo, or you can reposition yourself, or you can get ready to catch the landing of your opponent. So that's barrel counter hitting. It's not the best thing in the world, and you're definitely going to be fine without it with Diddy Kong, but it is a small little optimization that you can bring to your gameplay where you can deal with a lot more stuff that you otherwise wouldn't be able to.